Hey there boys and girls, like Skillfigure here, and today we have another episode of Tell Me What, the series where you tell me what setup I should use, and then I will give a review of it, and maybe also some tips and tricks on how to play with the setup. So today's setup will be, like you can see, the AEK with the PKA 3.4 time zoom. We're using the laser sight. As a sidearm we have the MP443 suppressed, squad ammo, and a special request was play on the Russian team on Conquest Assault, and he says it's the real Russian setup. So normally I'm not always doing the special requests because it has nothing to do to, well, it doesn't affect like how the setup will play out in the end. But yeah, this time I did it. Haven't played Conquest in a while, and I thought it might be fun to play some Conquest again and not just rush all the time. Another real thing, really quick for the gameplay would be I've cut out quite a lot because I left the game at like 700 tickets or so, and it already was like half an hour long, and the Tell Me What episode are normally a little bit shorter. And what happened basically at the end was we kept them locked down at their spawn. We got all the bases, so we basically won the game. They were like, the game was like 700 tickets to 300 or something. And this is just like a little cut out of the middle. And yeah, let's get right into this. So I haven't used the AEK or the AEK in a while. I'm not using the Assault Kit too often, but when I do, I normally go with the AUK or the AEK. I first started using the AEK when it got the nerf. I think it was also the patch with the suppression increase, like the terrible suppression where you couldn't hit like anything at all. So I'm quite a big fan of the AEK. I think it shoots about like 900 or 950 rounds per minute. I'm not quite sure right now. So the strong side of it is definitely, besides being an assault rifle, that it's really high fire rate of 900 rounds per minute. So you're basically going to rule the close quarters engagements with it. The laser sight is really beneficial for it. Normally, personally, I'm going with the Cobra sight, and I haven't really tried out a 3.4x zoom on any assault rifle, to be honest, yet. And I have to say, it's since the recoil is pretty controllable on the AEK, so I think it just goes straight upwards and maybe a little bit to the right. It's pretty controllable, so your scope won't kick your view won't kick all over the place as soon as you start firing. So I think this makes the AEK a really versatile weapon, and I don't know if it's just because I haven't used it in a while, but it also feels like it received a little buff or something. I think it feels just a little bit stronger. Like I said, more versatile. You got the high fire rate, which makes you pretty strong close quarters engagements, but you also have like the ability to be very effective at medium and long range with it. You have to say though that at long range you probably need the whole magazine to kill the enemy. So yeah, what could I recommend with the setup? So it's basically my favorite assault kit setup. Another little thing I would have added though would have been something instead of the underslung rail. So just anything, I don't know, the foregrip for example, just to use all the 3 attachment slots. But besides that, I'm pretty confident with this whole setup. I liked it. It was really good. I would definitely recommend it to everyone who wants to try something else between the M16 and the M416, which I can't stand at all. And I think the AEK is a really good choice. Besides that, if you want to try something else, I think the AUK is really good too. Yeah, for the sidearm, what can we say? It's just a normal pistol. I think we have 18 rounds in the clip, so pretty good. Suppressed keeps you off the radar. And yeah, squad ammo. To be honest, I never really use squad ammo because I'm normally sniping, and when I do, I think I'm only using it as an engineer with the M-Tower because of its high fire rate. But since the AEK has such a high fire rate too, I think it just works out really well. And I think I've almost ran out of ammo a couple of times, so without the squad ammunition perk, I would definitely lost some gunfights. I think there's also a gunfight in the end where I forgot to reload or something. But yeah, tips on how to play with it. Well, like I said, it's very versatile. So but I still would say your main like fighting area or levels would be in close range or medium range. You're still pretty effective at medium range, but laser sight and high fire rate just owns close range. So you should definitely try to keep it at urban warfare. So stay near buildings and cover, of course, that's obvious, but inside buildings where you can use the maximum of your high fire rate, maybe around them to get the medium range. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all for now. If you have any more suggestions or questions, or if you want me to try out your setup and review it, just leave a comment down below. I will pick the comment with the most thumbs up for the next episode, and I will then feature it and make the next episode about your setup if you got lucky and received all the thumbs up. So yeah, like I said, I think it's pretty much all for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and Skill Flicker out.